That's Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, so I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, fight? Well, this your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the former two-time welterweight world champion Showtime Shawn Porter, who held the WBC and the IBF at the welterweight division, letting us know that Bill Haney, the father of Devin Haney, the WBC lightweight world champion, had some words for him, for hating on Devin Haney performance, and alluding to that the fight was fixed. Even though Shawn trying to clean it up, you alluded to the fight was fixed, Shawn. And I want y'all to listen to what Shawn had to say, and I'll come back with the greatest assessment, family.
Then I think Thursday you were like, hey, see if Devin might want to come on the show. So I reached out. I had a conversation with Bill, and I asked Bill, I said, hey, yo, do you mind if I, bring this up on my show? I said I was going to revisit it anyway because I feel like I have some things to clear up anyway. Right. I said, but I'm only going to bring this up if it's cool with you. And he said, no, I'm not coming on your punk ass show. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, dang, like we spent 30 minutes on the phone. I wish you had just said that from the GO. So I entertained everything that he had to say to me. I'm not going to say everything that came out over the phone, but I will say that he felt that I didn't give his son credit. Yeah. So I asked him, I said, yo, did you actually watch the show? Yeah. He said, no, I watched the show. I watched the show. I said, yo, watch it back, because I don't think I was on y'all or on you as hard as you think I was. He said, no, you was. You was. I said, well, maybe I should watch it back, because maybe I don't remember exactly how that went down. But I think that what the thing is, and I think what it is we go back with Devin and his dad. Devin's been in the ring with me. We sparred, so on and so forth. And Devin was a young dude, and I was still young in this game, trying to become a champion, so on and so forth. And I think because we go back as far as we do, I think you just don't expect anything bad to be said. I'm not out to take shots. I'm really not out for the views, because he did allude to that. Hey, you just did that for the view. But I think that because of our relationship and all that kind of stuff, I don't think they expected anything to be said negative on this show. I think if anything, they wanted the corrections to come straight to them.
Now, as y'all can see, man, what I heard from Shawn is, backtracking a little bit. Y'all know I got to keep it real. Even though, he probably did want to come out and clean up what he said about Deb, because he know what he said. It was bullcrap, bro. And he should have known that the backlash was going to be what it's going to be. That's why he came back and said that, you know what, I need to fix this because it didn't sound right. Because he knew afterwards, he like, you know what, I should never said that shit. You know what, I know the shit gonna hit me, but a man got the right to feel how they feel, right? A man got the right to say what they gonna say. But the thing is, when you say it, you got to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? When you say it, you got to stand on it. You coming out, Shawn, saying, you said you left it open for discussion, but nah, what you were saying was it looked very suspicious. I'll leave it at that. It looked very suspicious. When you say suspicious, we know what you're alluding to, bro. You can't say those type of things and then think people not gonna come back and say, well, man, is you trying to say that this shit is fixed? You know what I'm saying? You can't say that it looked very suspicious on the simple fact of Devin still went out there and performed. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and performed. Now, I just think you knew that you kind of fucked up and you had to come back and try to clean it up. You understand what I'm saying? And when Bill got on the phone, he wasn't trying to hear that shit. I mean, he wasn't trying to hear it on the simple fact of what I was saying. It was like taking credit away. And even your counterpartners that were sitting up there with you, they said it, even though they said you was talking and you wanted Devin to win. I could probably agree that you wanted Devin to win, right, in the beginning. But looking at it, it was just all bad. It was bad wording, bro. It was bad wording, you know what I'm saying? You can't come out there and say things look suspicious. When we say things look suspicious, and then you saying you call your father, right? You call your father, and he said if it walked like a duck, if it quacked like a duck, then it's a duck. Then, like, when you get to saying all that type of shit, that's when it really come into play, But it take away from this young man's performance, and Dev went out there and had a hell of a performance that a lot of people trying to criticize. And coming from the Porter's way, Showtime Shawn Porter, when you get on the Porter's way and you say what you say, these type of things, now people run with it, bro. They run with it. You feel me? Because your words, like I say, all these fighters out here who have a platform, who's on top of the game, they word, it stand for something. it stand for something, and it give legs to certain shit that even if it wasn't true, it get legs to rumors that people were taking run with. A lot of cats taking that shit and running with it. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people taking it and running with it. And once it get out there, it ain't no taking it back. You just gotta live with what you said and apologize like a man. You feel me? Apologize like a man, bro. Cause I don't know if I heard, like, I'm gonna go back and listen again. I'm sorry if I don't want to say that he didn't. I don't know if I heard him saying he apologized for saying them things. You feel me? I don't think I heard Shawn Porter once say, you know what, well, I apologize, and I didn't mean it that way. But, you know, Bill is a strong character, man. Bill is a strong character. And Bill, if you feel a certain type of way and you feel like something ain't right, then, you know, he gonna speak his mind. That's one thing I can respect about Bill. And when he got on the phone, I think Bill felt the same way that we all felt. You said that shit was fixed. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you try to slice it and dice it, cut the pie, shirt, all that shit, you alluded to that fight was fixed, bro. And like I was saying myself, I felt like when you do that type of shit, it take money away from people, it take credibility away from people, it take the honor and integrity away from people. You understand? Because for them dudes to get in there and to say, oh, well, you know what? Lenores, he didn't try to win the fight. How you know he didn't try to win, Shawn? How you know he just didn't have it in him to go out there and throw X amount of punches? You saying because he escorted Devin to the corner, that don't mean that Devin was hurt coming out. You feel me? That don't mean that he's hurt coming out. Now I understand if you hurt somebody, you come out and try to jump on them to see if they still hurt. But Lenores is not that kind of fighter, man. He's not a rough you up, come on forward type of fighter. Dad was pushing the pace. If you want to be real, Dad was the one pushing the action. You know what I'm saying? Dad was pushing the action. He started walking towards Lenores' ass after he was boxing the shit out of him. You feel me? And when you look at the situation, man, I just couldn't see how Shawn could say those things, dog. Now, as man, yes, you can talk and you can get through certain shit. And you and Bill could have had a conversation, and like you say, it didn't end how you thought it was gonna end. It didn't go how you thought it was gonna go. Cause I guess you was expecting Bill to get on there and Bill to come on the show, and you would go try to clear it up, and Bill be like, okay, I understand, man. You know, just don't say nope. But Bill like, fuck that. You know what I mean? That's some bullshit. You know, when you talk about my damn son, right? First of all, right, Dev went up there, and Dev did. I can't even get it right now, bro. I'm tired of the motherfucker. I was gonna hit you, Bill, but I can't get you right now, big dog. I can't get you. I'm gonna get you next time, though. But man, y'all know how Bill get, man. Bill a motherfucker, bro. But nonetheless, he's a strong character, bro. He's a strong character, and if you feel like you disrespect him and his son, then he gonna come back with you with the disrespect, and I can respect that, bro. I can respect that instead of beating around the bush and acting like that you didn't say what you said, or just accepting it for what it was because it's still out there. You know what I'm saying? Unless you was coming back to apologize, like an apology, because I still feel like you owe Devin an apology, my brother. You feel me? Because it's just certain things you don't do, certain things you don't say. And you were saying they was expecting you to bring it to them like behind the closed doors, and I think that was the rightful thing to do. I think that would have been the respectful thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that you can't run your show the way you run your show, say things that you want to say, but you know, it's just certain things you can't say, bro. You cannot allude to a man fight being fixed. You being a fighter yourself, knowing the backlash is go get. Knowing the backlash is go get. And like I say, especially with this social media era, and Devin having the haters that he got already, and the dudes that want to see him fail and shit like that, whether you like Devin or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like Devin, even the ones that don't like Devin, you can't sit up there and look at that fight and say that it was fixed. You can't see shit in that fight to say that it was fixed, bro. I mean, Lenores was trying to knock Devin out. He was trying to go for the kill. He was trying to get the win. You know what I mean? I just think Dev was physically stronger than a motherfucker. He couldn't get him up off of him. You feel me? He couldn't get him up off of him. Clinching is a part of the game, whether y'all like it or not. And y'all motherfuckers talking about, well, the ref should have did it. Come on, man. How many ref let clinching go on, bro? Y'all can't sit up here and try to blame it on the ref. It is what it is, homie. He dominated 9 to 10 fucking rounds. It don't matter if he'd have dropped him or not. Right? Dev did the smart thing to do. Get your ass up out of there with the W. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? But Bill Haney, Bill went on there and well, I ain't gonna say went on there. Well, had a conversation with Shawn, and he said what he was supposed to say, bro. He said what he was supposed to say. You know, let that shit breathe. Couple weeks, couple months down the line, Dev get in another fight, do your thing. Then maybe you revisit that shit, and maybe Bill will let it go. I don't know. Bill is his own man. Maybe he will let it go when he see Porter again. Maybe he won't let it go. You know, down the line, shit change. We'll be like, okay, I let that shit go, but next time don't say no shit like that. You feel me? And Shawn Porter need to be man enough to just man up to what he was saying and don't try to beat around the bush. Just man up to what the fuck you was saying, because you was alluding to that the fight was fixed. Say you was wrong. You was out of pocket. You know what I mean? It was my podcast. I said some shit that I shouldn't have said that was wrong. I apologize to you. I apologize to Dev. You know what I mean? I want the best for him. Like you say you do, I want the best for him. And this forward on, you won't hear me saying shit about a fight being fixed. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. That's just my personal opinion. You know, y'all can feel how y'all want to feel. I know a lot of y'all gonna be out there saying, well, Shawn Porter, he's entitled to his opinion. He can say this, he can say that. You know what I mean? But he's a fighter himself, and he wouldn't like it if a motherfucker was to come to him and say, well, Shawn Porter, your fight looked a little fixed, bro. It looked a little suspicious. He didn't step on the gas when he hurt you, or you didn't do this with this or that. You know what I mean? It's like, you just don't do certain things, bro. Just as me, as you being a fighter. You being a fighter, knowing the game, knowing the business, know how things work. You been in the game longer than Devin. So, man, come on, bro. Come on, Shawn. If you're saying you're a friend and all this shit, y'all spoiled, y'all been knowing each other for so long. Yes, if I was Bill, if I was Devin Haney, if you was going to say some things like that, I will expect you to tell me behind closed doors that going right on record and putting that shit out there in the public. And the people eyes, knowing what we're dealing with already. If you say you're covering this boxing game like you're saying you're covering this boxing game, then you know what's going on with us in our situation, and you should be in tune with what's going on with these fans and how the social media shit is. And that's just how I feel about it, bro. If you go be a journalist all the way. You know what I mean? If you go be a journalist all the way. Know everything and get the facts together. You dig? But shouts out to Bill Haney, man, for going out there and saying the right shit. Standing up for your son like I know you go do. Standing up for the brand, first of all, right? Because Devin Haney is his own boss. He is a brand out here. And to say some shit like that is to damage the brand, is to damage the money, is to damage the way people eat and feed their family. And that ain't what a motherfucker trying to do. I mean, motherfuckers trying to live this life forever and get their money, do what they do in the game, create history. If you take an L, you take an L, but you keep pushing. But goddamn, don't sit up here and take my credit away from me when I got out here and do some great shit. You know what I mean? And shouts out to Shawn Porter, man. I just feel like Shawn Porter should have stand up, man up. You know what you was alluding to. Stand on that shit, apologize, or stick with it. Either or. Apologize for the shit or stick with it. Don't come halfway. Don't beat around the bush. Tell a motherfucker how you feel, right? And let it be what it is, man. And let the chips fall where they may. But shouts out to Bill, man. Shouts out to Dev. Don't look like Dev will be fighting T.O. According to Bob Erm. We'll see what next for Devin Haney. Shouts out to Shawn Porter. Look like he will be fighting Keith Thurman in the fall time. I don't know. That's what it look like is in talks. We'll see. You feel me? That'll be one hell of a fight if it happened, though. But Shawn Porter, don't knock the goddamn hustle and don't knock nobody else's money. Until then, it's your boy Monty. This the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.